Don't let other people limit you. Now, that may sound simple, but let me tell you something that may surprise you. Most people never reach their potential, not because they're incapable, but because they listened to someone who told them they couldn't. Someone said, "Be realistic. Don't dream too big. Stay where you are." People like us don't do things like that. And sadly, many believed it. But here's the truth. Nobody has the authority to set the limits of your life unless you hand it to them. Not your teacher, not your friends, not even your family. Because the real limit, the one that determines your destiny, is the one you place on yourself. See, success is interesting. It doesn't care where you were born. It doesn't care who doubted you. It doesn't care how many times life pushed you down. Success only responds to discipline. Success only responds to belief. Success only responds to action. I once heard a phrase that changed my thinking. If someone tells you the sky is the limit, they've already stopped thinking bigger. The sky isn't the limit. You are. So if somebody says, "You'll never make it," smile. Because what they really mean is, "I can't see myself doing it." But remember, your future isn't built on what they believe. It's built on what you decide. So today, right now, take back your permission slip. Give yourself the right to grow. Give yourself the right to try. Give yourself the right to fail and try again. Because your life is far too valuable to let someone else shrink it. And if you ever forget that truth, remember this. A cage doesn't stop a bird from flying, but believing the cage is permanent does. Your potential is waiting. Your gifts are waiting. Your next chapter is waiting. And the world may have opinions about your life, but only you get to write the ending. People will always have opinions. They always will. Some will support you. Some will ignore you. And some will limit you, not because they know your future, but because they are afraid of it. See, people don't put limits on you because you're incapable. They put limits on you because your potential exposes their lack of effort. Your ambition makes them uncomfortable. Your dream reminds them of the dreams they abandoned, and your desire to grow threatens the excuses they built to justify staying the same. Listen carefully. Most limits don't come from the world. They come from voices we trust. Family, friends, co-workers, teachers, people who care about you, but not necessarily about your future. They say things like, "Don't get your hopes up. Be realistic. You're trying too hard. Slow down." But here's the truth. Realistic goals create average lives. Big goals create growth, courage, discipline, and a future worth living. Many people speak from fear, their own fear, not yours. Someone failed in business, so they say business is risky. Someone tried something once, so they warn you not to try at all. Someone never left their comfort zone, so they tell you comfort is smart. But remember, people project their limitations onto you, not your potential. They judge you based on where you are, not where you could be with discipline, effort, and time. But here's a secret. No one knows the real you. Not fully. They don't know how much strength you still haven't used. They don't know the fire inside you that refuses to die. They don't know the vision you carry, the future you see, the person you're becoming. So why accept limits from someone who can't see your destiny? Let me give you a simple idea. If someone tells you who you are, listen carefully, not to their words, but to their beliefs. Because sometimes people aren't describing you. They're describing their own boundaries. So don't take it personally. Don't get angry. Don't argue. Just smile and let their doubt become fuel. I once heard a powerful line. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not in the branch, but in its wings. Don't put your confidence in approval. Put it in your growth, your discipline, your preparation, your hunger to become more. The world doesn't reward potential. The world rewards action, consistency, and perseverance. Now here's the most important part. Breaking limits is not loud. It's quiet, private, consistent. You break limits when you read instead of scrolling, when you learn instead of complaining, when you practice while others sleep, when you choose discipline over convenience, Because every time you push a little further, you're telling the world, I am no longer the person you think I am. I am becoming someone stronger. Here's a reminder worth repeating. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need approval to succeed. And you don't need someone else to believe in you before you take action. Believe in yourself. That's the beginning. That's the spark. That's the turning point. So today, make a decision. A real one. No more shrinking to fit other people's comfort. No more lowering your standards. No more accepting limits spoken by people who stopped growing. Write this somewhere. Their limits are not my limits. Because the truth is simple. You are capable of more, much more. And the moment you stop accepting limitations, the moment you stop living small, life begins to expand. Your confidence grows. Your discipline strengthens. Your future opens. Slow, reflective, truthful. Don't let other people's doubt become your reality. Don't let their fear become your barrier. Don't let their small thinking shrink your big destiny. Break the limits. Break the doubt. Break the expectation that you must stay where you started. Because the best version of you hasn't even arrived yet. And when it does, those same people who doubted you will say they always believed in you. So start now. Grow now. Become now. Because your story isn't written by their beliefs. It's written by your decisions. The people who try to limit you, they don't have power over your life. Not unless you give it to them. You see, limits only exist in two places. Other people's minds and your own mind. The world may try to define you. Friends may try to contain you. Family may try to hold you back. But the question is simple. Will you let them define you, or will you define yourself? To become unstoppable, you must become a person that no one can limit. A person so strong, so disciplined, so self-directed that other people's doubt cannot touch you. It starts with self-respect. It starts with self-belief. It starts with standards. Standards are powerful. Standards create boundaries. Boundaries protect your energy, your focus, your growth. When you set high standards for yourself, you no longer allow others to tell you what you can or cannot do. You no longer shrink to fit someone else's comfort zone. You no longer settle for mediocrity. Think about this for a moment. Some people will never understand your vision. Some people will never support your dreams. Some people will even laugh at your goals. And that's okay, because the person you're becoming doesn't need permission, doesn't need validation, doesn't need applause. They only need commitment. They only need discipline. They only need action. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And he was right. Because when you improve yourself, when you grow your skills, your mindset, your character, you become untouchable. No one can limit the person who knows who they are. No one can control the person who sets their own rules. No one can stop the person who works consistently on themselves. Becoming the version of yourself that no one can limit requires courage. Courage to stand alone if you must. Courage to act when no one believes. Courage to keep going when it's uncomfortable. Because growth is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. Breaking limits is uncomfortable. But comfort never creates greatness. Comfort never builds strength. Comfort never frees you from other people's expectations. So what does it look like to become that person? It looks like self-discipline. It looks like consistency. It looks like doing what others won't. It looks like reading when others are scrolling. It looks like practicing when others are resting. It looks like planning when others are procrastinating. It looks like deciding today that your life is yours, and no one else's opinion will define it. Here's a truth many forget. No one is responsible for your success except you. No mentor, no boss, no friend. They may guide you. They may support you, but they cannot create your habits for you. They cannot push your limits for you. They cannot discipline your mind for you. That responsibility belongs to you. So you must grow yourself. So strong that doubt cannot touch you. So confident that criticism cannot shake you. So committed that distractions cannot sway you. Become a person who does not wait for someone else's permission. Become a person who does not shrink to meet someone else's expectations. Become a person whose standards are higher than anyone else's opinions. And here's the beautiful part. The moment you commit to becoming this version of yourself, the moment you accept full responsibility, other people's limits no longer matter. Their words become noise. Their doubts become irrelevant. Their opinions no longer shape your actions. You become unstoppable. Remember this. You are the architect of your life. You are the pilot of your journey. You are the writer of your story. Other people may try to control the chapters. They may try to write the plot. They may even try to remove pages. But you hold the pen. You choose the story. You decide the ending. So start today. Decide who you want to be. Decide the standards you will live by. Decide the habits that will shape your character. Decide the purpose that will drive your actions. And then act every day, consistently, relentlessly, because the person you become will no longer be limited, will no longer be defined, will no longer be stopped. And that, my friends, is freedom. That is power. That is success. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You've heard that before. And it's true. It doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter how ambitious you are. It doesn't matter how much potential you carry inside. If the people around you are small thinkers, if they doubt, complain, or criticize constantly, their mindset will slowly become yours. Your environment shapes your success more than talent ever will. More than education, more than luck. Think about it. Who do you talk to every day? Who do you listen to when you wake up? Who do you allow to influence your mood, your decisions, your habits? Because here's the truth. Your circle either lifts you or limits you. And most people spend their lives in circles that limit them without even realizing it. Dream supporters are rare. Dream killers are everywhere. A dream supporter encourages you, even when your dream sounds impossible. Even when your dream looks foolish. Even when your dream threatens their comfort. A dream killer does the opposite. They doubt you. They criticize you. They warn you about risks. They tell you to be realistic. And often, their intentions are not evil. They are afraid. They are insecure. They are stuck in the life they have. But here's the principle. If they don't push you forward, they are holding you back. It's simple. You can't grow beyond the circle you stay in. You can't expand your mind if everyone around you is small-minded. You can't achieve higher standards if your friends are satisfied with mediocrity. So what do? You upgrade your circle. Not because they are bad people, not because you are better than them, but because your future requires different energy. Your growth demands higher standards. Your dreams need fuel. Your ambitions require accountability. And the people around you should match your future, not your past. Look at it this way. If you want to become successful, you must surround yourself with people who inspire you, people who challenge you, people who encourage you to take risks, people who celebrate your victories and push you to keep going after defeats. Because inspiration is contagious. Confidence is contagious. Discipline is contagious. And so is success. But how do you identify dream supporters? It's simple. They believe in your potential even when you doubt yourself. They challenge you to grow, not just agree with everything you say. They celebrate progress, not just results. They lift you up even when it costs them something. And dream killers? They are always negative. They are always skeptical. They compare your journey to their own comfort zone. They drain energy instead of building it. The choice is yours. Who will you spend your time with? Who will influence your thinking, your habits, your future? Your circle can either accelerate your growth or quietly, slowly, hold you back. And here's the hard truth. Sometimes you need to let go. Sometimes you need to step away from people you love. Because love alone cannot fuel growth. Because loyalty alone cannot replace vision. Because their limitations will become your boundaries. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that. It's not just about skill. It's not just about knowledge. It's about attitude, discipline, mindset, and energy. Choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who lift you, People who push you forward, people who make you better just by being around them. Upgrade your circle, and you upgrade your life. Be intentional about your relationships. Be selective about your time. Be protective of your energy, because your future is too important to let someone else limit it. When you surround yourself with growth, limits disappear, doubt disappears, fear disappears. You become unstoppable. You become confident. You become the person no one can hold back. Remember, your success is influenced, more than anything else, by the company you keep. Choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose people who lift you, and watch how far you can go. Limits exist only where you accept them. They live in your mind. They live in the stories you tell yourself, and they live in the voices you let define your life. The world will always have limits. Society will set expectations. People will give advice, often disguised as rules. But the question is, will you obey those limits, or will you define your own? Most people live far below their potential. They believe the lies they've been told. You're not capable. You don't have what it takes. Someone like you can't achieve that. And slowly, almost without noticing, they shrink to fit those limits. Don't be that person. Your potential is waiting. Your talent is waiting. Your purpose is waiting. But you will never access it if you let someone else draw the boundary for your life. Remember this. Freedom begins when you stop asking for permission. Stop seeking approval. Stop shrinking for comfort. Stop worrying about who agrees with your dream. Because your potential doesn't need validation. It only needs action. It only needs courage. It only needs consistency. Here's a simple truth. People can only limit what you allow them to. If you accept doubt, they will define your ceiling. If you embrace fear, they will determine your boundaries. If you follow the crowd, they will decide your destiny. But if you choose discipline, if you choose self-belief, if you choose growth, then no one can hold you back. No opinion can stop you. No expectation can confine you. Step into your full potential by committing to 3 things. 1. Clarity. Know who you are, what you want, and why you want it. 2. Action. Take consistent steps, even when small, toward your goals. 3. Discipline. Do the things others won't, even when it's uncomfortable. These 3 are the keys. They unlock the doors that fear, doubt, and limitation try to lock. Most people think potential is something you discover. It's not. Potential is something you create. It's forged in effort. It's strengthened in struggle. It's realized in perseverance. And every day you act, every day you refuse to shrink, you grow a little closer to the life you were meant to live. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Think about that. Your growth, your learning, your effort, these are the things that free you from limits. These are the things that expand your potential. Because no one can teach you your own power. No one can hand you your own greatness. You must claim it. Living free from limits also means choosing your thoughts carefully. Don't dwell on what others think, what they say you cannot do, the mistakes you made yesterday. Instead, focus on what is possible, what you are becoming, what your next action will create. Your mind is the soil where limits grow. Plant seeds of belief, discipline, and purpose, and your garden will flourish. And here's the reality most people never face. You will only achieve what you allow yourself to believe is possible. So expand your vision. Think bigger. Act bolder. Push farther. Because every time you step beyond what you think is possible, you redefine your limits. Every challenge you overcome, every fear you face, every discomfort you embrace, adds another brick to the foundation of your true potential. So live free from limits, not because the world permits it, not because it's easy, but because your life demands it. You have been given a mind that can think, a body that can act, a heart that can endure. Use all 3. Use them consistently. Use them boldly. Because the life you imagine, the life you dream of, the life you are capable of, is waiting on the other side of your limits. Remember this. Limits are invisible chains. You hold the key. You decide whether to stay trapped or to step free. And when you step free, when you stop shrinking, when you stop letting opinions define you, you don't just live. You thrive. You grow. You become unstoppable. The question is simple. Will you let limits define you? Or will you rise and become everything you were meant to be? Dreams are worthless without action. Ideas are meaningless without execution. Potential is nothing without consistency. Success doesn't come to the person who waits. It comes to the person who acts. Every single day. You've seen it before. Someone with less talent outperforms someone with more. Why? Because they show up. They put in the work. They take consistent action. Talent can get you started. Action is what gets you finished. And consistency is what builds a legacy. Let me be clear. Action alone is not enough. You can run around, busy, but if you are busy doing the wrong things, you will achieve nothing. Action must be purposeful. Action must be deliberate. Action must move you closer to your goals. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Consistency is discipline in motion. It's showing up when you don't feel like it. It's doing what others avoid. It's pushing through discomfort, fear, and doubt. Because action is easy when it feels good. The challenge is taking action when it doesn't. Every day is an opportunity. Every hour is a chance. Every minute is a step forward or a step wasted. Winning your life doesn't happen in a single moment. It happens in the small, repeated actions, the habits you form, the work you do while no one is watching. Think about it this way. A drop of water can carve a stone, not because it's strong, because it is consistent, because it never stops. Your efforts are the same. Every day you act, every day you refuse to quit, every day you honor your goals. You are shaping your future. Consistency also creates confidence. When you act regularly, you learn, you grow, you discover what works and what doesn't. And with every success, no matter how small, you build momentum. Momentum that drives you forward. Momentum that limits cannot stop. Momentum that doubt cannot break. Here's the hard truth. You will not reach your potential without effort. You will not live free from limits without work. You will not win your life without action. Some people wait for motivation. Some wait for the right time. Some wait for permission. But the world doesn't wait. Opportunities pass. Time continues. The future moves forward whether you act or not. So take control. Decide today to act. Decide today to be consistent. Decide today to honor your commitments. Even when you're tired. Even when you're afraid. Even when no one is watching. Because that is what winners do. They act when others pause. They persist when others quit. They work when others rest. Consistency compounds. Small actions, repeated daily, create massive results. Saving a little money, learning a little every day, investing in yourself consistently, showing up for your work, your relationships, and your purpose. All these small efforts grow, slowly, silently, until one day, your life looks completely different. Winning your life is not a single achievement. It is not a one-time event. It is the sum of your daily actions, the choices you make consistently, the habits you form and refuse to break. So if you want to live free from limits, if you want to step into your full potential, if you want to become the person no one can hold back, you must act every day without fail. Remember this, success is predictable. It is not luck. It is not magic. It is action. It is discipline. It is consistency. Your future is waiting. It won't wait forever. The time to act is now. The moment to move is now. The decision to win is now. Take consistent action. Push past fear. Refuse to accept limits. Surround yourself with growth. Build habits that honor your potential. And step into the life you were meant to live. Do it daily. Do it deliberately. Do it relentlessly. And one day, when you look back, you will realize you didn't just live, you won. You became unstoppable. So now you know the truth. Limits exist only if you accept them. Growth happens only when you step beyond comfort. Success arrives only when you take consistent action. The journey to becoming unstoppable is not easy. It's not fast. It's not always comfortable, but it is simple. Decide, act, persist. Remember, your life is your responsibility. Your growth is your responsibility. Your future is your responsibility. No one else can do it for you. No one else can push you harder than you push yourself. No one else can break your limits, but you can. So take the lessons from this video. Stand taller, move bolder, act more consistently. Surround yourself with people who lift you. Refuse to accept doubt. Build the habits that honor your potential. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize something powerful. The limits others tried to place on you never existed. They were illusions. The doubts they planted never defined you. They were opportunities to grow stronger. And the life you have now, the success you achieved, the person you became, was always yours to claim. So rise, act, grow, win, because no one can limit the person who refuses to be limited.